how to ask for support and not permission when you are trying to get your spouse, your partner, fill in the blank, to actually support you when you're trying to make true change. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that we make, and I will tell you that I was guilty of this too, in my first marriage, I like to call it the starter trial marriage, I was always asking for permission. Like, can I do this? And here's what I found out is that when you come to somebody and you're doubtful and you don't have conviction in yourself and you really are asking for their permission, whether it may be permission to pay for something or permission to actually do something, you're kind of asking for their advice. But when you go to them and you're not super convinced about what it is that you're asking for, oftentimes they're not going to support you. So my advice is this: don't ask for permission, ask for support, right? You want to get their buy-in, but in order for you to get their support, the first thing that you need to do is you need to have conviction and belief and faith in yourself in what you're doing. And something else that's also very important to think about is this, is that oftentimes we go to our partner, our spouse, fill in the blank, almost like they're our counselor, right? And oftentimes we're asking them things to support us with that we've been complaining about for a long time. So it looks like you complaining about your job, or you hate this, or this isn't working and this isn't going well, and you're trying these things and nothing ever works. And then you say, hey, should I try this thing? And they're like, well, no, all you've been doing is complaining about it for the past 6 months, 12 months, 2 years. Why would you do that when everything you've tried hasn't worked? So why are you asking me for permission when I'm just going to say no because everything you've tried has not worked? So the steps are this. Number one, ask for support, not permission. But when you ask for support, you need to come with absolute faith and belief and assurance and conviction that you know what you're doing is going to work. Here's the deal, everyone. He who has the most conviction wins the debate. I want you to think about whether you have a child or not, right? Think about kids. Kids come to you and they will just berate you and ask and beg and plead. They are like know that they're just going to keep asking until you say yes. They are convinced that they're going to get what they want. So oftentimes what do? We break down and we say, oh God, yes, quit bothering me. Just go do the thing, right? You want to come to your partner or spouse, whoever it is that you go to for guidance or advice. You want to go to them with the same conviction. And somebody gave me some really smart advice one time, and it was this: don't ask for someone's advice that hasn't done the thing that you are trying to do. And oftentimes, sometimes the people that love us the most in our life will tell us no. And they think they're helping us, and they think they're giving us good advice, but they've never done the thing that we're trying to do. I always use this example. My dad is one of my favorite people in the world, right? And I knew when I was 47 years old that I wanted to leave my safe, secure job as a real estate agent. I was making about $1.8 million a year in gross commissions, doing really, really well. And I wanted to be a coach. And I had been thinking about it for a couple of years. And quite frankly, I was exhausted and tired of being a real estate agent. And I wanted something more. I believed that I was meant for more. I was meant to really, really help people and support people. So when I came to my husband who loves me, my mom and dad who love me, and I said, I want to do this thing. What do you think? And you want to know what they said? They said, Krista, normal people at 47 don't leave their safe, secure job to go do something else. We love you, but no one's going to pay you to coach them. Now, they had my best interest at heart. They wanted to help me. I was going for them, basically asking for permission, when what I really needed was their support. And although they were trying to help me, so they thought, right, I was asking them to do something that they never had done before, right? I wanted to be a coach. I wanted to make more money, more impact. I wanted to serve more people, and they did too, but at a different level. So I can't ask them to do something that they've never done. So number one, when you go to somebody, you really want to ask their support, and you want to try to ask someone who's done the thing that you're trying to do. And oftentimes, when we ask people for help, they're the same people, or permission, right? Otherwise known as support. We're going to them and we've been complaining about our life, complaining about our circumstance, complaining about a situation. And so we go to them and ask them something. Their go-to is to say no, because they're trying to protect us and help us. So we have to really be careful about, number one, who we're asking and what we've done beforehand. So you're thinking about starting something new, doing a new endeavor, trying a new job, leaving a career, going after big things, right? when you go to somebody, number one, you have to go to them with absolute belief and faith and reasoning as to why you know this is the right decision. And you need to basically tell them like, look, I know that I'm going to be more successful if you'll just support me in this. I'm not asking for your permission, quite frankly. I'm asking you to support me because I know with your support that I'm going to be able to do better. I know that if you believe in me and you help me and you encourage me and you inspire me, I'm going to be much more likely to be able to get this thing done. I also know it might be hard, it might be difficult. And the more support and help and love and faith and belief that you have in me, the more I'm going to believe in myself. So the bottom line is this. I see so many women especially, and I can say that because I am a woman, and I made the same mistake as many women do in my first marriage. I was always asking for permission and not asking for support. And quite frankly, even if I did ask for support, it wouldn't have mattered because I was with the wrong person, right? But most of you hopefully are not. And I think that most people, they want to support us. They want to help us. They want us to do the right thing. So ask for support. Also, another thing that you can do when you're trying to go after big things is let people know on the other side of it that, you're going after something big. And so it might take your attention away from them. And if you're neglecting them too much, or they need you just to give you a little reminder, a little nudge that says, hey, I'm feeling a little lonely, I'm feeling a little weak, can you just give me a little time? And then if they do that and they communicate with you, that you will change that and give them what they need. And oftentimes, I don't know about you, but for me, sometimes I just need a little bit of attention, a little bit of love, and I'm doing great, right? And I think that most people want to support us, right? There's not very many a-holes in the world. Most people just want to give us what we want. They want us to stop complaining. They want us to get the result. And so we need to help coach them to lead us to that conclusion. So ask for support, right? And I'll tell you something. With anything, I can tell you how important this is, even for me with my eating challenges. Like, I had to realize I needed to ask for support. I needed to ask for help. I needed to ask for guidance. I needed to be able to rely on other people to help push me up when I was feeling weak. I needed to be able to have that phone call or that person to support me. And that was one of the biggest things that I was lacking. So the closer that you are to somebody, right, the more that you need their support. But start by asking for that and not asking if it's okay or not. Most men, no offense men, but they don't ask for permission. They just do it, right? And we just have to go along for the ride. So as a woman, as to be your own hero, to be the person that's going to be able to take care of you and get everything that you want, we need to emulate some of the positive things that men or our spouse do, which is quit asking for permission and just ask for support and see what happens. I can guarantee that things will change, but you've got to come up and you've got to believe in yourself when you're asking, right? When you're asking for support. I hope this is helpful. I know it's been very helpful for me in my life. It's been helpful for me in my relationships when my husband does that to me, when he asks me for support and not permission. I'm much more likely to want to give him that. I want to help him. I want to be that good supportive wife. And I'm sure that you do too. And I'm sure so does your spouse, team member, fill in the blank. Hope this is helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.